to, incredibly just successful in so many ways. Family, business, faith. Friend of mine, Paul Ludacka. Paul, man, it's so good to spend some time with you.
Always good to see you, brother.
Man, just love you so much. And seriously, thank you for just taking a few moments to be with us. Today we're celebrating just the incredible work that's happening all across our city. And I know that making a difference, giving back, is a huge part of your story, your heart, the company you run. Talk to us about why you think it's so important to make a difference and to use what you have to impact others.
Sure. Scripture says that in Acts, it's more blessed to give than receive. And Abraham was blessed so he could be a blessing to others. And that's how we chose to live our lives. I've been blessed way more than I certainly deserve, and I am very grateful for that. Overflow with abundance and gratitude. And my pastor and mentor, who used to always say, "You can't outgive God, but it's sure fun trying." Wow. And instilled in that in me at a very young age, and it's been something that my wife and even my kids and my family have come to embrace. So it has truly been a blessing to be able to give as we have. Plus, it just releases money's control on you. Money is useful as a servant, but deadly as a master. And give it away, it just gives you freedom that, hey, our security is not in money, right, but our security is in the Lord, first and foremost.
Come on, man. Well, I can tell you from firsthand experience, I've been able to watch you live that out with your family, your wife. You guys live incredibly generous. And I know over the years, you've had your own personal experience, which has kind of driven that value into you, but you've also built an organization and you've made it a priority to make sure that your team, your business is a part of giving back and making a difference too. Talk to me about why you thought that was so important that your team is a part of this value, not just you and your family.
Well, everyone talks about culture as key, and we just wanted to have a culture that inside out was all about integrity. We are who we are. In my industry, 20 years ago when I started, people said, "Hey, you can't be so outspoken about your faith. You can't wear Christ on your heart, and you need to segregate that." And I said, I am who I am, and I love the Lord. I love God. I love my family, and I'm not going to hide from it. I'm going to embrace it, and that's who I am. And so it's been really important to me that anyone on our team, embraces that philosophy that it's not about them. It's about the Lord, first and foremost, bringing glory and honor to God, to creating an environment that's most beneficial for our clients and the client experience. And then 3, developing great talent. Yep. And I'm a big football fan, and Gail Sayers and Brian Piccolo. Brian Piccolo used to always say, "I am third." First is Lord, second is others, and third is Him. And you talk about joy. Jesus first, others second, yourself third. So it's all about priorities, all about culture, and we've got a great team, a great organization, and again, culture's key.
Come on, man. See, I love that. And obviously you're a sports guy. I'm a sports guy. You're a football guy. I'm more of a basketball guy, but so similar in understanding the value of culture and what that does. I think this is huge too, because there are business leaders out there. There are leaders out there trying to say, how much can my faith really play into the work that I'm doing? And you're saying it's fully integrated. My values are expressed in everything that I'm doing. Just so that people can be aware of what you do, can you just explain your industry and your team, just so that they can have some context for how you've done this with the context that you're working in?
Sure. And I guess, first and foremost, again, that was a challenge really in my career and continues to be a challenge, on a daily basis. But I am who I am. You can't separate Paul Ludacka from Paul, the husband, Paul, the father, Paul, the financial planner. This is who, and integrity means one or whole. And so you can't separate those things. So this is who I am. I love the Lord, so he's going to be first and foremost in my practice. He's going to be first and foremost in my marriage. He's going to be first and foremost in my family. And, it says in scripture that if you confess me before men, I will confess you before my Father in heaven. And if you don't confess me before men, I will not confess you before my Father in heaven. So, first things first. And God is our priority. Love God, love others, and everything else tends to take care of itself.
Come on, man. Well, I'll just say this. In an industry, you talk about financial planning, where it's a very, I'll say, intimate space for most people. Your authenticity, just the way you go about your work with your wealth management team and all those that you're working with, to see the success you've had, it's a direct connection to the character that you live with. So just grateful for you. One last question. You've partnered with Abide over the years, and you guys give generously all across the board throughout our city. What's been your experience with Abide, and why have you just been intentional about really partnering with Abide?
You guys are the best. I love you. That's the easy answer. Again, being a certified financial planner, being in the wealth management business, looking for a good investment, I appreciate good investments.
Wow.
And you and your family and your team at Abide, you're a great investment.
Wow.
I mean, all of you guys, just how you live, how you conduct yourselves, your culture, your relationships. I mean, you guys take so very little and you make massive, huge impacts. I mean, that's stewardship. And so I just love watching you guys do what you do. I mean, you're changing lives not only for today and here on earth, but you're changing lives for all eternity.
Come on.
Our church often says that transform people.
That's right.
And you, your dad, your team. I mean, you guys are some of the best people on the planet. And I just love getting behind you guys and investing in your work, because nobody does it better. And I can think of a greater investment than the work that you guys do. You are a bright light in a dark world. You give hope to the hopeless. Best investment we can make.
Come on, man. Well, I'll pay you later for that. But appreciate it.
All true.
Hey, I really appreciate you saying that. And I think the thing that we have in common is we've all been changed and we've all been transformed. And we know that based on what God has done in us, he's got to use us to see other people and other communities have that same experience. And I know this, we're able to have the impact that we have because of you and because of individuals like you. And so we really believe we're better together, and that together we can continue to see the mission of revitalizing the inner city happen. And so just love you, man. Thanks for taking some time. We could spend a whole hour just chopping it up. Next time. Hey, next time we will. Next time we're going to spend a little longer. But seriously, love you. Thank you for taking time. And really thank your entire family, your wife, your children, for all their investment too over the years. Love you guys.
Will do. It's an honor to partner with you guys. We love you. And you're right. We are better together. I love you, bro.
Come on, man. Love you.